Dan Leach back here in the windy city of Chicago at Benzinga's Cannabis Capital Conference. And I'm here with my man, Nick Kovacevic, strategic advisor for CCELL. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Get up here. Tell me about the vibe of this conference, because I had not been here before. I'm blown away by how cool it's been.
It's been really unique. I mean, I've been going to these conferences for a long time, been in the industry a very long time. The industry's gone through a lot of ups and downs,
sure has.
Right? And I think the last few years, people are adjusting to some negative changes in the investor sentiment and challenging times that these companies have had to go through. And I think this is great because it shows a lot of these companies have made it through. They've embraced the new normal. And there's a lot of deal making getting done here.
Yep.
There's a lot of activity here. There's a lot of positivity here and excitement here. And so
that's what it seems like
yeah.
to me. And there's a lot of positivity with CCELL. So let's talk about CCELL, what you guys are doing. And I know there's a lot of exciting things that have happened these last couple of years for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been involved with CCELL since the beginning when CCELL created a revolutionary product, the ceramic core for the 510 thread. And it's an industry staple, right? And obviously a lot of proliferations of that product. But CCELL is thinking about what's next, right? It's all about innovation.
Right.
It's all about creating better customer experiences. This category is doing nothing but growing. More people are getting attracted in. People that are consuming cannabis over alcohol per se, which is on the decline, right? And so how do we create better experiences for those consumers, especially when they're new to the category? And so that's what CCELL's been investing a lot in. The parent company spent over $100 million in R&D last year. And we're focused around consumer pain points. So when we talk to the consumers, right, what do they hate the most about their vape experience? Well, if the product doesn't taste right, if there's a burning, or if the product doesn't perform, if there's a clogging. And so we launched just recently the world's first anti-burning and anti-clogging technologies in some of our devices. And that's going to be something that we continue to try to incorporate in new versions. We also have some postless tech that we're working on coming out in 2025. But I think the fact that differentiates CCELL from competition is we don't rush to copy trends.
Right.
We do the work from the ground up. That's where that big R&D investment really shows up, and we want to make sure we do it right, but most importantly, do it better and make it the best customer experience that's possible.
Yeah, Nick, it seems to me like, obviously, like you said, there's people that will try to do things fast, that will try to copy trends. The way you guys are handling things are the way that it can be a long and lasting situation. How important has that been for you guys at CCELL to have that as the focus? Where, listen, yeah, there's trends that come and go, there's pain points that come and go, but you guys are forward thinking towards the future.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've been a leader in the industry, since inception, and that hasn't changed. Have we missed out on some revenue opportunities? Certainly, right? And other people have grabbed those. But we see this, like you said, we have the long view. This industry is going to be, in my opinion, bigger than alcohol one day. And, we just want to make sure that we're the most trusted, most reliable, and best performing hardware in the marketplace. And we're aligned with brands that care about that, brands that want to get to scale and want to make sure their products work consistently at scale. And so that's always been our focus. And, look, margins go up and down and people need to cost cut and trade. We get that. But when it comes to delivering, affordable prices, but the best quality, we're always going to stay in that lane. And we know the cream rises to the top. So we're going to benefit from that over the long haul.
You could have said that any better. Let's talk about 2025, maybe 2026. What are the main focuses for you guys right now?
Yeah, so I think, certainly continuing to dial in our supply chain. We have production in Indonesia now. I know there's a lot of geopolitical tensions with China. We do have production in China as well, but we're well positioned with dual production. So we're mitigating those risks, right? Any potential tariff risks from a new administration coming in, right? So we're thinking about that. We're thinking about the marketplace, the growth, not just here in the U.S., but abroad, right? Europe is starting to take shape and take form. Right. So we want to capitalize on those trends. We're continuing to look in the key markets here in the U.S. and the new emerging markets. Big ballot initiative in Florida, this November.
Yes on 3.
Yes on 3, absolutely. And we want to be prepared if there's exponential growth in that market, that the supply chain doesn't break, right? And so this is all the type of stuff we're thinking about. But again, innovation. That's the core of our company. Spending the time and the money. We've set up, we've put up near $10 million into a facility outside of Phoenix, Arizona, so that we could test the cannabis oils, right? Because that's not something we can do overseas, right. Even though we can test other oils, e-juice, things like that. Cannabis is unique, and so we want to be able to really fine-tune our devices to the point of, being able to actually see under a microscope what's happening with that oil through the course of a hit, right? Even if it's a longer duration. So, being able to have that insight, I think, is our big differentiator, and being able to continue to focus on bringing new innovative tech to the market over 2025, 2026, stay ahead of the curve, and make sure that the supply chain is there for the companies that need it as they start to scale.
Really is exciting times, isn't it? Exciting times for many different reasons. Nick Kovacevic, Strategic Advisor for CSL. True pleasure and honor speaking with you today.
Thank you for having me.
Fascinating conversation. Thanks so much.